What is happening? Oh, okay. A Premier account on X requires it was screen. Okay, let me try this again.
You
Okay.
live. You live.
Okay, we're live. Okay, that's cool. It's on my other one. Let me go ahead and remove this one right quick. And we all right. And we are live, y'all. We've been live, but I'm stuck. But anyway, so I hope everyone is having a divine day, a divine evening. I mean, today's been really hot. So I know I was out a little bit. Did you go out today other than work?
Not.
Not, but yeah, I did go out. Went to a friend's shop, little space out in the farmers market. It was hot out there. I mean, I was on the beeline and all this hair sweating, wet neck, this hair just hot. But anyway, so if you are tuning in right now live, we want to thank you for tuning in live. And if you are watching right now, if you would for us, let us know where you are tuning in from. And if you're watching this on the replays, please do so. Do the same thing. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and we will shout you out, no matter whether you're live or on the replay. And if you are looking at this title and this description, Building Trust Through Transparency, the 11th pillar of leadership in network marketing. So join us as we explore the 11th pillar of leadership in network marketing, transparency, right? Okay, discover how being open and honest with your team and prospects can build trust, foster loyalty, and drive success. We'll dive into practical strategies, share real-life examples, and discuss the critical role transparency plays in effective leadership. So you don't want to miss it, right? So take notes, right? All right. So anyway, I am Shakita, and I am coming from the great state of Texas, and my co-host, and she will let you know where she's coming from.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Wanda, and I'm from the great state of South Carolina.
All right, South Carolina in the house, Texas in the house. Absolutely. It's a great day to be in this space. I tell you, it's a great day to be in this space. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Just Wanda, do you have anybody you needed to invite? So before we get into this, because we're actually chopping it down. We are on the 11th pillar, so that means we got 4 pillars left, because there's a total of 14 pillars in leadership, right? So we're about to kick it down, right? So so look, if y'all would like to, because here's the deal. If you all would like to talk about anything related network marketing, let us know so we can create the content around that, and we will come back and we will do that live session. You feel me? So if there's anything, so I'm not sure who is tuning in right now, but if you are tuning in right now, let us know where you're tuning in from before we go ahead and kick this off. Just allow them a little bit of time. So let us know where you're from so we can give you a shout out. Okay, I guess you're a little shy because you done hopped off, but it's okay.
It's okay.
So don't be shy. Don't be shy. Look, do not be shy. I mean, look, this is what we do. I mean, you gotta, I guess we call them peeping tongues, but you peeping on the right thing, right? All right. So, but anyway, let me go ahead and say again and get into this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live session. We'll be discussing the 11th pillar of leadership in network marketing, which is transparency. So transparency is the key to build trust, foster loyalty, and drive success in your network marketing business. So if you find value in today's session, please share it with others who might benefit. And if you're not already following us, make sure to follow us for more tips and strategies on network marketing. So Miss Wanda, if you would please take us on into what is transparency in network marketing.
Oh, Shakita, all the pillars are good, but this one right here, transparency in network marketing. Oi. Transparency in network marketing means being open, honest, and clear about all aspects of your business with your team and prospects. It involves sharing both the positives and the challenges, providing clear information, and being truthful in all communications. Boy, with that right there in the nutshell, all by itself, hit that peanut busted open, because let me tell you, that right there says a mouthful. That is nothing but the truth. With our product, ain't no way I'm going to tell you, as you my prospect or you my team member, that you do not have to do no work. Okay? That's false. You got to go with the meta and go and run and do what you got to do. You got to educate yourself, self development. This isn't easy, but it's all worth it in the long run. Whatever your product is in network marketing, don't make it seem like it's something easy. A lot of people get scared about the word network marketing. But let me tell you something. Network marketing gonna take care of me for the rest of my days. Okay, my job pays me, but network marketing gonna take care of me. Because on the simple fact is, when you are being honest and clear about all aspects, the pros, the cons, everything. When you go head in with the truth, you start right, you'll finish right. So don't make it seem like something it's not. Because see, people are gonna come in expecting just what you said. And if you tell them they can make a certain amount of money in a week, oh, they're gonna be looking for it. And if they can't get it in that week, guess what they're gonna do? Bye bye, birdie. That's just what they're gonna do. Wide open out the door, ain't gonna think twice. But when you tell them, it takes some dedication, it takes some effort, and it takes some duplication. You being upfront and honest with them right then. So why not be clear? Why not be honest? And why not be truthful from the beginning? Okay, Shakita, I'm getting hot now with that one now, because I love that transparency. That means, oh, you got
Absolutely.
to be honest and clear. Go ahead, baby.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that 100% transparency. You must be open and honest about, network marketing, because if anyone ever told you that network marketing is easy, that was a lie. I mean, it does take work, it takes patience, it takes time. I'm telling you, because no, you don't become a millionaire overnight. I mean, I haven't seen an overnight success yet. Okay. I mean, and the thing is, it's crazy. Before I grew up in the industry, I used to believe that stuff. I used to believe, oh, you can make X, Y, Z in X amount of time. So, I was on it, right? But then when I got in there, I was like, okay, this ain't what you said, right? This ain't true. I mean,
Mhm.
but though I did try to stick it out and try to, work through it, but I mean, the reality of the fact of the matter and the reality of the whole situation is that it's going to require work, time, and patience. And the thing is, it's not patience with people, but it's patience with yourself and getting the skills and the development, the personal development. It takes all that. So when you're introducing people to your network marketing business, be transparent, be open, be honest, and be clear about every aspect of this business. And that's with your prospects, that's with your team, so because you want longevity, you want this to be a journey. You don't want it to be overnight success, right? I mean, you don't want to be a,
Mm.
what you say, popcorn, Miss Wanda. You don't want,
The
people,
popcorn.
popping in and popping out. So no, you want to build a team based on, we talked about it, loyalty, respect, trust. Now we're talking about transparency. It takes all that. Now some other stuff off of there I didn't put in there, but if y'all go back and watch our previous lives about these 14 pillars, then you know exactly what we're talking about. But anyway, but yes, it is definitely important that you be transparent with every aspect of your business. All right. So let me go ahead and tap on into why transparency is important. So transparency builds trust. And we just talked about that. We talked about that in the previous pillar. Build trust. Transparency helps you build trust between you and your team, as well as your prospects. So, again, be transparent because you want to build that trust. Because, again, you want to keep people in business with you. You don't want to keep doing this over and over and over. Though you want to keep building, but you don't want to have to keep starting over because you're not being truthful about the aspects of this business, right? So you want to definitely be completely transparent because you want to build that trust, right? Okay, so when you are honest, hear me, honest about the effort required to succeed, people trust your guidance and more likely to follow it, right? You want people to follow it, right? You want people to follow you because you can be trusted because you're being transparent. So, also, why transparency is important, it enhances credibility. Being transparent enhances your credibility and establishes you as a reliable leader. Look, that's what I look for. You know, I have been in this industry for 20 plus years, and if I have to say, reliable leaders, I mean, it's tough to come by because people get you into business with them and then they drop you like a bad habit. That I mean, that I mean, look, they count you as a number. So look, we want to enhance that credibility. You don't want to look at people as a number. You want to look at them as a partner. You want as our founders say, you don't want to bring people into the business. You want to bring them through the business, right? You want to bring them through it. So being transparent enhances your credibility and it does establish you as a leader. So guess what? I don't mind following, hear me, our CEO because guess
Right.
what? He's very transparent. He's a transparent individual. He's a very credible person, right? So, like saying, clear communications about your compensation plan. Oh my God. And potential earnings show that you are trustworthy. And let me tell you something. Now, if you are in a network marketing company or business that does not have a income disclosure or they do not report to the IRS, y'all don't have a real business. I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all do not have a real business. So when we talk about the compensation plan and potential earnings and that shows that you are trustworthy, when you are reporting to the IRS, big brothers, look, you can trust that company for sure, especially one that does have absolutely no debt. Okay, no debt.
None.
Right. So I mean,
None.
but we ain't getting into that. I just want to just put that out there,
No.
right? Put that out there. So if you're looking into getting into network marketing, look, do your due diligence. Pay attention to what they're. If you on a lot presentation or whatever the case may be, pay attention to the compensation plan. Make sure you get that disclaimer, that 1099 disclosure, right? To make sure that you are in a legitimate or you are potentially trying to get into a legitimate network marketing business. So you definitely want to make sure. Okay. So, and I just want to see, I know someone just popped on here. If you are watching right now live, let us know where you're tuning in from. We appreciate that. And don't forget to hit that like, heart, or care button. We love that. And do keep the engagement going. We appreciate you. So, also, why transparency is important, it encourages loyalty. People are more likely to stay loyal to a leader who is open and honest. That is real talk. I'm telling you. If I
Yes.
if I do not again trust you, if I don't trust you, I'm not telling you anything. I'm not telling you anything. And I'm a transparent person, okay? I don't bite my tongue. I don't hold nothing back. Now, do I govern myself? Yes, I do. I said, but the thing is, I'm like an open book. So I feel like that, if a lead, I mean, I'm an open book. Everybody's not an open book. Let me say that. But like I said, people are more likely to stay loyal to a leader who is open and honest. So be open and honest. Sharing both success and setbacks create a sense of camaraderie and loyalty among your team. So, I mean, if you going through some setbacks, be honest about it. Don't make like
Yeah.
you know you blazing through and you got it. You got it. I mean, it's like Just like, the other day, right live here on, when we had our special guest, I got to ask the question, well, how many people you got in business with you, right? I was very
Right.
transparent, right? I let them know, hey, this is how many people I got. I mean, I have no reason to lie to no one. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be open. And see, that's what people want. So that's what you look for. A person's going to be open and honest with you. I mean, I have setbacks. Like I said, I've been in and out of the network market for 20 plus years. So what, hey, there you have it. But like I said, it has taught me a whole lot. You know, setbacks, come ups. I didn't have some success. I didn't have many failures. And I don't even like that word. I mean, challenge is more likely, been challenged, and I have chased shiny object syndromes. And that's one thing that I would say, being a leader is being honest about, when you get into these network marketing businesses, you have to be focused, set a time frame, say, hey, I'm going to give this 5 years because again, it's not easy. It takes work, patience, dedication. It takes all those things. So it just don't happen overnight. But anyway, uh, also with the why transparency is important, it facilitates informed decisions, right? Transparency allows your prospects to make informed decisions about joining your team. So again, we talk about that. I mean, we talk about qualifying. Look, if I'm going to be honest and be transparent, I want to make sure that you know what is required. I'm not going to tell you that you need to do, but this is required. It's not an expectation. It's what's required for you to be successful. I mean, thing is, I mean, it's up to you whether you do it or you don't. But I'm going to tell you, and I have told someone, I have absolutely told them, they had in their mind that, and I specifically said, this is not, you're not going to get a return on your investment immediately unless you get in here and you do some serious work. I said, and if you think that, you get in, you're going to get your a return on your investment on tomorrow, then I don't want you in the business with me. I don't even want to sign you up. I'm not going to even
Mm-hmm.
give you the link to sign up. Okay. I said, because the thing is, your mind is not right for this, because you
Mm-hmm.
thinking that this is a get rich quick, in your mind, because anybody who gets in business think that they're going to get a return on their investment the next day, or the next week. It's something wrong. It's something wrong with the mind. you know let's go work on some personal development. Let's go work on the mindset. Okay. I said, because it does not happen that way. So anyway, like I said, with why it why transparency is important, because again, it facilitates informed decisions. So providing all necessary information up front helps prospects to understand what they are committing to. So if you're not ready to commit to this game, don't get in it. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do not get in it. Now, if you're willing to get in there and what's the things? What, being coachable, teachable, as we say,
Teachable, reachable.
uh, and the willingness, right? The willingness to do all those things. Then, hey, come right on along with us, right? Come right along with us. But if you do not want to do any of those things, and you think that if you're going to come in and I'm going to do the work for you, that's not happening. I'm here to help you, Mister. Let's say my brother Eric Worry says it best. Okay. so so look, if that's what you're
Yes.
thinking, then network marketing is not for you. I would humbly say to you, it's best that you stay on your 9 to 5 job. And there's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5, but if you don't have the mindset to be in business and see it a for the long run or the journey of it, because it's going to have its ebbs and its flows. Okay, you're going to have your ups and your downs. I mean, yeah, and you have to accept it, because the thing is, if you don't accept it, then you going to then you're activating duality. Okay, it's like you're activating duality. So look, you got to accept it all, because it comes with all of it. But anyway, Miss Wanda, do you have anything that you'd like to add to why it's important, why transparency is important?
Yes, honey. Then, like you said, I love the way you broke it down. I love the way you broke it down. And from the breaking, when you was breaking it down, when you was saying build trust, enhance credibility, encourage loyalty, and facilitates informed decisions. Okay, when you bringing them in the business, you first got to qualify who you bringing in. I can be transparent because a lot of times we just want that number. We want that number, want that number. I want to rank up. I want that pen. I want that pen. Baby, have some integrity about yourself when you are qualifying people. Because when I look back, someone wasn't even qualified to be qualified. Then I'm gonna say that again. Someone wasn't qualified to be qualified. So I waste their time and I wasted my time. But you live and learn. I thought that hey, I'm gonna be a millionaire in a year. I'm gonna be a millionaire in a year. No, that ain't happening. The reality of the matter is, I must put forth the work. I must self develop myself. I must feed my mind daily. I must move the negativity thoughts out of my mind. I must teach myself and grow myself. And I must follow the right cat. I'm forever developing, learning something new every day about network marketing and my business. Therefore, I don't have a choice but to succeed. All obstacles are no longer obstacles. They are growing me and developing me into the best network market on this side of the Mississippi River. And that way, when I'm feeding myself on the nutrition of a network market and the nutrient of self development, I'm building up my credibility. I'm building up my credibility and I'm building up my loyalty and I'm building up my transparency. And that makes a big difference because it all starts up here. If you don't have the mindset and you're not ready to have personal development and growth, keep it moving. Keep it moving because you're causing yourself a whole lot of heartache for no reason. You already know that you ain't going to do it. You already know you ain't going to stay plugged in. You already know that you're going to think something negative. You already know that you're saying it's a scam. We already know all this. All that is over. So, with that being said, do some self development on that mind. Get that mind right. Do a little research on network marketing. Then you weigh yourself in. Don't let nobody force you, but be ready to learn. Be ready to grow. Don't come in expecting I'm gonna be $1 million. I'm gonna be $1 million earner next year, y'all. No, it didn't happen because it wasn't time. Okay. So I had to grow myself and I'm being transparent. I had to build myself up. And by me building myself up, I'm learning daily. I'm learning daily. And Coach Shakita, I love her because it's inspirational. Network marketing, 20 plus years. Baby, I'm following the right cat. And I appreciate you. So I'm being transparent. That was a transparency moment. But I'm going to tell you how to practice transparency. If you're ready for me to tell you that. But I had to get that out, y'all. That thing was weighing on me. That thing was deep. You nailed it. You nailed it. I love the way you broke it down and explained and simplified it. Because a lot of times we say we get it, but we don't really get it. So you simplified it that we would get it. Kudos to you. Now I'm gonna tell you how to practice transparency. You're gonna have open communication. Encourage open and honest communication within your team. That's the first thing you're going to do. Hold regular meetings where team members can ask questions and share their thoughts. That is a very, very important thing to do. Have that open communication. Not when you want to, but put it down on the calendar and make it a monthly or weekly thing. That's up to you, however you do it. But make sure that you're doing it consistently every week, every week. And nobody ain't got to hold your hand and make you get on. But you say you want it, right? Let's see how bad you want it. Or you want to stay plugged in to get it. Or you want to do what it takes. That's is up to you. But open communication is key. So if I'm being open with you and you can't be open with me, so what you think they're going to be? Mm, that part. Now, you're going to share both successes and not failures, what it is, challenges. You're going to share successes and challenges. Be open about both your successes and your challenges. Discuss what went wrong in a campaign and what you learned it from it. I just did because I'm being transparent. Okay. I've been in the business going on 3 years and I won't change nothing for it. What I did wrong, I didn't educate myself. Sure, I was plugging in, but was I listening? No, no, I wasn't. Because like I said, the ones that I thought was qualified was never qualified. But I didn't do it the way I supposed to have did it. Now when you know better, you do better. And that's my transparency. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. Ask me again, and I'm gonna tell you the same thing. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I'm not gonna even do that. What you saw 3 years going on 3 years ago have developed and blossomed out. So that's my transparency. If you want the truth and want it honestly and correctly, maybe I deliver it because the way I talk, but trust me, I'm just as sweet as pie. But I'm going to keep it real and 1,000 with you. Okay? And when you ask me how much money I have made from my business, I'll tell you just like this. I haven't stopped making it yet. I haven't because I'm steady growing. I'm steady getting residual. So I haven't stopped making it yet. Yes, some good pointers from my business. Yes, I took my first airplane ride. I've been out of the country several times. I traveled all last year. Yes, I did that, but I haven't stopped making it yet. So I can't give you a round off number, but I can tell you where you can position yourself to make on a monthly residual income. I can tell you that, but I can't tell you that you will make this amount this month. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, you're gonna provide clear information. When you provide clear information, ensure that all information you share is clear and accurate. Don't get on there talking about or talking to your prospect. That's something that happened almost 9 years ago. Hmm. That part. Stay up accurate with the information that you're bringing to your prospects and your team. Make sure that it's accurate. Because see, I'm gonna go check. Because you tell me something, I know how to go to my office, my back office. I know how to go in there and search for things. And if it ain't adding up to what you saying, by golly, I'm gonna let you know. Because that's where we messed up at. We try to make it more or make it less. Just tell the truth and be transparency with it and make it clear and understandable and break it down to them so they can ask you questions. Be open with the open communication so people love talking to you, and be transparency about what didn't work and what did work. Ain't nobody perfect. Explain, explain the compensation plan in detail and clarify any misconception. Y'all, this the best compensation plan on this side of the Mississippi River. Now, if you want to know more about this compensation plan, inbox me or DM Shakitha or me, and we'll be more than glad to share that compensation plan with you or show you. How about that? But this ain't a place for it. That's how I handle that question. All right. Set realistic expectations. Mm. Set realistic expectations about the effort required and potential income. I just said that. I just said that I could tell you, I cannot tell you how much you make monthly, but I can tell you where you can position yourself into earning, into earning. Not that you will earn it, but you position yourself into earning it. Now, see, we have to use our words carefully and very carefully when you're talking to prospects or when you're sharing with your team. Make sure you use your words carefully, because a lot of times people read into things that they want to say, they want to hear, but you are not actually saying what they want to hear, but they are turning around every time. Make sure you'll be able to repeat exactly what you said, exactly like you said it. So it's best to be honest about the time and effort needed to achieve certain levels of success. Just be honest about it. That's all you got to do. Just be honest about the effort, the time, what it takes to achieve. Sometimes it takes others longer than others, but at least you starting off right and you being honest about how long it take, what the timeline is. Like I say, everybody got different times. Everybody ain't the same. And this one right here, I love y'all. Admit mistakes. Admit mistakes. How many of us we don't want to admit our mistakes, but we be too busy admitting somebody else's mistakes. Sweep around your own front door. Admit your mistakes and take responsibility for them. And quit hiding behind somebody else's shadow. If you didn't do it, you didn't do it. That's just plain the day. Okay? Okay? Do that. If a strategy didn't work as planned, acknowledge it and discuss how you plan to improve. Now, you didn't meet your goal, right? So you're going to go MIA, right? Or you're going to be in the corner pouting, right? And then we ain't going to have no weekly meeting, right? Guess who suffered? The whole team as a unit. That's who suffered. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing because somebody didn't like what I did, or I'm bringing it too raw and uncut for them. I know I'm not going to, because it's too many network marketers out here that suffering from not knowing this stuff, and we're bringing the value. We're bringing value. We ain't trying to sell nothing, but we bringing straight up facts and values. Because a lot of us make these mistakes where we do not have the 14 pillars in place. We do not communicate regularly. We do not keep our commitments. We do not do it. I don't care who you are. To build a strong foundation and a strong team, you need to get these 14 pillars and you need to get them quickly and use them and implement everything that we're saying, everything that we're doing. Because you know what? We're learning as we're sharing, and we're feeding us as well as feeding you. Now, Shakita, baby, you could take us on in home, huh?
All right, all right. So I want to get this word. I use it because it's like I said, it's a word that I've learned about. When Miss Wanda talks about implementing these 14 pillars, and it's called actualization. Actualize. Um, and I always got to pull up the definition for it because it's like kind of like actualizer. So you want to actualize, and what it is, an actualizer is someone who turns potential into reality, making ideas, dreams, or plans come to fruition, right? In the context of personal development, it refers to a person who actively works to achieve self actualization, the process of realizing a fulfilling one's talent and potential. So, so basically, when we talk about these 14 pillars, I mean, it starts with you. It starts with the leader. I mean, if you are building a team, you want, like Miss Wanda said, you want to make sure that you are actually implementing, actualizing every last one of these pillars. Now, I know if you like a becoming leader, and when we talk about, the second pillar in leadership is documentation. Now, if you don't have any documentation, then that's when you utilize your uplines documentation, or documentation that someone could be a sideline, could be some upline sideline, that has some documentation that you can share with individuals, but I mean, but make sure that it's truthful, because again, when we talk about these pillars, we're talking about loyalty, right? I'm just to run through them: loyalty, documentation, competitive spirits, coachability, accountability, accessibility, integrity, trust, respect, worth ethics. And now here we're talking about transparency. Well, I'm not gonna get into the next ones, but anyway, because we got like about three left. But in any event, you want to make sure you have those open communications. Again, encourage open and honest communications. I mean, it's important sharing both successes and challenges. I mean, because like I said, Ms. Wanda say nobody's perfect. I say everybody's perfect. We just don't do things perfectly. So, so,
There she goes.
so provide clear information. Don't if you I mean, and the thing is, when I say if you don't know and you cannot provide, go look it up. As Ms. Wanda said, go look that information and make sure that you're translating it over correctly, because you don't want to have any misconceptions, especially when you're talking about your compensation plan, right? You don't want to, you
Right.
know, mislead anybody. Set realistic expectations. Uh, you know, things that I call them guidelines. Set realistic guidelines about the efforts required and potential outcomes, because the thing is, you don't want to get somebody in there and then you didn't set another expectation. They come in thinking it's going to be this and it's not that, right? It's not. And if you, like I said, if you made a mistake, admit it. Keep it pushing. I mean, hey, like I said, we perfect, but we don't do things perfectly, right? Because we don't. So thing is,
Right.
strategic, like saying, a strategic, if a strategy didn't work or as planned, acknowledge it and discuss how to you plan to improve it. I mean, because thing is, I implement a lot of strategies. That's why I make sure they work before I go sharing them, right? I want to make sure it works before I put it out there. Because I mean, the thing is, and that too, make sure if you have a strategy that you have worked on and you have seen it work and you know that it works, then share it. Then you won't have to go back talking about, okay, I made a mistake, but sometimes you can a strategy can work, and it does have it has some challenges within that strategy. Right? So you got to admit, hey, you know what, it worked, you know as I did for this amount of period of time, and now that I have shared it and it's not going as planned, it happens. So let me go back to the drawing board. Let me go see what I need to do. I mean, have I, if there's so many different things that can happen, with a strategy. So the thing is, but if it don't work, it just didn't work. Just admit it, keep it pushing. So let's go ahead and get on into the impact of transparency on your business, right? So strong team relationships, transparency strengthens relationship within your team. Team members feel more connected and valued when they are kept informed. So again, keep your team informed with what's going on. Now, mind you, let me say this though. It is your team's responsibility to make sure they know what's going on too. Because if you have a back office with with news in it, it's their responsibility to go back there. But because you are in leadership, you're going to put it out there and say, hey, did y'all check the back office? XYZ is going on, right? This is getting ready to happen. Excuse me. Um, Also, the impact of transparency on your business, it increased retention. A transparent approach leads to higher retention rates. People are more likely to stay when they feel they are being treated honestly, right? You got to treat people honestly. Look, like our director says, she says, you know what? I'm your business partner first and your friend second, okay?
Come on.
So look, we business partners first. So I'm gonna treat you on this aspect. When it's business hours, it's business. When it's friend hour, it's friend hour. So I'm going to treat you honestly. I mean, I'm going to treat you honestly in both the professional and the non-professional side of it. But at the same time, it is is transparent to that will lead us to retention rates by treating people honestly. And that's just summed up what it is, right? So also what impacts transparency on our business is improve performance. Transparency can lead to improved performance and productivity. When team members understand the bigger picture, they are more motivated to contribute, right? So look, every person have their own individual vision or goal, or should I say. I mean, a vision of where they want to be, a vision of how they see themselves in their business. But the thing is, as a leader, like saying before, it's almost like we talk about this, before bringing someone in. That's part of qualifying them. They have to buy into your vision. If they're not buying into your vision, it's gonna be, and you bring them in, it's gonna be some chaos going on. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
chaos because you talking about your vision that they didn't buy into, and then you become selfish. All she talk about or all he talk about is his vision, what he want, or But okay, I told you about my vision from the beginning. When I and that goes back to asking those qualifying questions. You ask question after question after question after question after question, because if you don't, then you don't know who you're partnering with. You want to make sure, like saying, be clear about the aspects of the business. We all have a vision. I want to know your vision. I want to know what can you see yourself in this business doing XYZ. I'm telling you, big brother, uh Eric Worry, y'all need to go read GoPro, okay? Go read GoPro.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, you want them to be able to buy into you, but if they cannot buy into your vision, then they don't see the big picture. They only saw your picture. They didn't even see their own picture. So the team members have to understand the big picture. Just like I said, he has a vision. Every last one of us is in this business. We bought into that vision.
Yes.
Our vision aligned with his vision, and it made sense. I know for me, I can't speak you up. I know for
It
me.
made sense. It made sense.
So this is why I'm here, because I saw something that I didn't see in the other company. And not only that, I see my CEO. He's speaking, he's talking, he has meetings. We get to interact with our CEO. Some companies, you don't even get to interact with the CEO because
Mm-hmm.
they so far wherever they are,
Yeah.
you can't reach them. So I mean, I have to be grateful for the space that I am in. Okay, I mean, he don't look at you from the top and looking down at you at the bottom.
Come on here.
So I'm just saying. So let me move on to the next. So the impact of transparency on your business also is um improve. Okay, no, greater trust with prospects. Transparency builds trust with prospects, making them more likely to join. Prospects appreciate honest communication and more likely to trust your leadership. Again, be open, clear about all the aspects of the business, because if you don't, you're bringing people in and they're not going to stay. So again,
And
we're not here to recruit people as a number. We're not here to recruit them on or bring them on. No, we're here to bring them through, right? We're here to bring them through the business. We're here to work with them to build their legacy, to create that generational wealth. That's what we're here for, is to help you. I mean, and again, and being in all transparency, it takes work, smart work. It takes having smart
dedication.
goals, making sure that they're clear, they're reachable, they're attainable. Okay, I mean, I ain't saying them all, but anyway, manageable. So the thing is, you definitely want to make sure you have greater trust with your prospects by simply just building that trust with them, making. Oh, did I? So greater trust with process. Transparency builds trust with process, making them more likely to join you, right? So and they'll appreciate
Mhm.
your honesty. So be clear when you want to, and be clear, be transparent, um, and impact your business with transparency. Okay, Miss Wanda, do you have anything you'd like to
I'm finna pass the pan. Where you want me to start, down the left or down the right?
add? All right, all right.
Woo, that's it. That's it. And also, just to tap in a little thing right there. You know, a lot of people say, the CEO don't have time for you, right? Or the CEO will be too busy, or the CEO don't know you unless you hit a certain rank. But I beg the difference.
Not
I
here.
beg the Hey, I beg the difference because on one thing, our CEO and founder, not only is he passionate, not only does he listen, but he also takes time out to even take a picture with you. And you're not even up to that level yet. But at the same time, you got that documentation. So when you get to that higher level, then you'll take another picture with it. You see what I'm saying? It all brings back to credibility and his loyalty and his transparency. He says everybody is equal across the board, and when none of us has arrived yet. He hasn't arrived yet. When I tell you a humble soul, him and his wife are humble individuals. Humble. And they don't look down their nose at nobody. So I'm gonna go here, y'all, because I get we're gonna be overcoming challenges in practicing transparency. Fear of negative reactions. This a good one right here. Overcome the fear of negative reactions by focusing on the long-term benefits of transparency. Explain the importance of transparency to your team and how it benefits everyone. Okay, overcoming now that fear of negative reactions, y'all. Oh, I should have had this September 16, 2021, because this was one of my biggest things. When I tried to share the information and share what I'm doing, I had a whole bunch of negativity. A whole bunch of negativity. When I tell you a whole bunch of negativity, because one, I ain't know what the devil I'm talking about. I'm being transparent, so, okay? I had a line to do, and when I did it well. But now I know, so now I know how to do it better. I know how to qualify because everybody isn't network marketing material and everybody doesn't know network marketing. But when you go out and get on the same field that your teammates are playing on and everything is level across the board, then you'll know who to qualify. Then you'll know who to reach out to. So you won't be walking around fearful, building up your confidence. Walk boldly, fix your posture, hold your head up, and speak clearly so they'll understand what you are saying. Don't be mama gumma lama lama and all that. Speak clearly and know what you're talking about, okay? Because a lot of times that fear will show up and then our words get all twisted up. We got to remember what we said, but know it and speak clearly so everyone can understand what you are saying, okay? Because you're going to be focusing on the long term benefits. Remember earlier I said my job pays me, but my network marketing business going to take care of me. So that's how I overcome the negativity. Okay, because I'm looking at the long term. Okay, I'm looking at the long term with the people that got the same mindset that I have. I didn't always have this mindset. I was looking at them short term, but I'm looking at the long term now because I'm growing and self developing me. So I know where I'm going and I know what I'm going to do. Now, you're going to explain the importance of transparency to your team and how it benefits everyone. That's it in a nutshell. You're going to explain it and break it down into syllables so they can understand it. Because when you break it down to them, then they're going to see what you did and how transparency you was, whatever and what you going to overcome that negativity. Because you already know it's going to be a long term goal for you. So it's not a short term. So you will overcome that negativity now. And you're going to be balanced and transparency with confidentiality. Find a balance between transparent and maintaining confidentiality where necessary. Okay? You make sure you stay in compliance with your business. That's what that means. Make sure that you ain't falsing out of the neck. When I mean falsing out of the neck, that means share relevant information while respecting privacy and sensitive details. Some of us don't even do that. We be doing this so much that we be forgetting. And I said it just like I meant to say it. We do this. That means we be going 50 miles an hour thinking you finna get a sale. No, slow it down and make sure you share relevant information while respecting the privacy of the company and sensitive details. Okay. Now we're going to be maintaining consistency. Y'all know that's our favorite word on here, consistency. Ensure that your commitment to transparency is consistent. Regularly update your team and prospects on important developments. Shakita said that. You make sure now we could tell you that it pouring down rain outside and it could be thunder and lightning and all that. I'm gonna go and look up my forecast for myself. That part. Okay. So when you being a leader and you say this is in your back office, this way I got it from, y'all go to your back office and look for yourself. Educate. Don't always go by what you hear. Educate. Educate yourself. Educate. That's not hard. And it don't take that long to push a button or put in a website. Hey, it don't take that long. You curious and you want to know, so you're going to find out, right? You're going to go back and read the same thing that they share to make sure they didn't leave out no words, no details, none of that. That's what I do now because I got to see for myself. That's it. I just got to see for myself. So Shakita, you want to chime in on that, baby?
So I like you. I like when you said curiosity. I love the curiosity. They say it kills the cat, but satisfaction bring them back. So meaning that to be satisfied with what you're curious about, go look it up for yourself, because that's how you're gonna satisfy that curiosity, by you taking responsibility and looking it up yourself. So again, when you talk about regular updates, update your team and prospects on important developments, it's everybody's responsibility to check those updates. Now, however, being the leader, I'm going to ask the question, have you checked your back office for the updates? I'm going to tell you about the update, but I want you to go see it for yourself. And so again, make sure we translate that information over, because it's all about, you being responsible as well. And me being a responsible leader, I want to make sure you're following the right cat, right? So I'm going to be responsible so you can follow that in all transparency. And when we talk about balancing transparency with confidentiality, I mean, again, share relevant information while respecting privacy and sensitive details. I mean, make sure the information that you're sharing is relevant, is true. And we don't always respect people's privacy, right? sensitive details. And
Mhm.
typically, the only thing we know is about our own people in our back office, and we only know what we know based on what the company puts back there, right? And the thing, anything else that you have in conversations with your team on a one-on-one basis, don't share that information, okay? And now I want to tap in on the fear of negative reactions. I used to be in that space. I mean, if I have to say what, going on about 6 years, 7 years of me coming out of that space, I always cared what everybody thought, because you always hear, well, what will people think? Well, really, I don't care. I really don't care what people think. I don't care about people's negative reactions. If I'm bringing true transparency, I mean, and I always say this, whether if you're doing good or you're doing bad, somebody's gonna always say something. So guess what? I mean, and not trying to get all religious and all this kind of stuff or anything like that. Well, what they say, they talked about Jesus and he was the what, quote unquote, the perfect person. Had no sin, no nothing. They still talked about him, but anyway, um, but he didn't care. Kept pushing. So guess what? Just know people are gonna say what they're gonna say, but you keep being transparent regardless of what they say. Period. Summed up in a nutshell. So again, Miss Wanda, if you will take us on into those real life examples and success stories, let's talk about our good friends. Was that John, Sarah, and Mark?
That's them, but you see the pan. Which way you want me to start passing the pan?
Election plate.
Yes. Oh no, just a little humor, y'all. Just a little humor. That's what a problem with us network marketers. Some must be too serious all the time. It's okay. Don't loosen your collar
Well, I'm a Karen.
sometime. Hey, hey,
I'm a fan.
hey. I'm right there with you. That's why we align together. Okay. We know how to take business and then seriousness, and we know how to have fun. Just be yourself. And
You
that's a
gotta know
what?
how to switch up. Yeah, gotta know how to switch
Huh?
up and change those hats. You gotta know how to switch up and change those hats. Had those hats. You know what I'm saying? I
That's
mean,
right.
and I can switch at any level at any point. I know I had a friend tell me, hey, you know what? You can just switch up at any point. Yes, I can. I know how to. Hey, that's what you do. It's like
Yes,
learning on
you
the
do.
job. Go ahead, Miss Wanda.
Yes, you do. Okay. Okay, y'all. We're gonna talk about my friend John first, right? We're gonna talk about John tonight. John built a highly loyal team by consistently being open about the challenges and successes of the business. Okay, John ain't hide nothing. John didn't sugarcoat nothing. John said, Wanda, me and him was talking, carrying on the conversation about the network marketing, right? And I was like, John, when I first started, I didn't I really didn't get all the information and I didn't put it all out there like that. He said, Wanda, he said, one thing you never want to do. You never want to tell them um too less of the information. I say too less. I said, where you get that from? He said, don't lie about your product. Just tell the truth up and down front with it. Because he said that you're gonna have people popping in and popping out. I said, man, I ain't worrying about that. I ain't worrying about that. And guess what? John didn't lie because John done built here a highly loyal team by consistently being open about the challenges and successes of the business. So now, once you educate yourself in your mind and you consistently being open about the challenges and successes of their business, your business would grow. Because John had an open door policy. John ain't hiding nothing. John ain't sugarcoat nothing. And now I know what everybody means when they say start right, finish right. You don't have to add nothing onto your product because your product will sell itself. Or you don't have to tell nobody that they can make this certain amount of money in a month. No, use your words clearly, Make sure you're choosing the right words. And I can tell you what you can position yourself. Position. So you have to be very careful in choosing words. But John was raw and uncut, and I'm proud of John. John has much success. Him and his team are steady growing. Now Sarah gained the trust of her prospects by providing clear and detailed information about the business model and compensation plan. Man, when I tell you, Sarah spit out that compensation plan, front was back was sideways all around. They was throwing questions at Sarah about that compensation plan. Sarah was breaking it down to them, and like she was spitting bars for the compensation plan. I mean, she was literally spitting bars. But that right there shows you Sarah didn't wait around for somebody to come and show her the compensation plan. Sarah went in her back office and she learned that compensation plan. She didn't wait it until her leader said we're going to do practice other presentation with the compensation plan. Sarah got out there. Sarah recorded herself. Sarah got in front of the mirror. Sarah learned that compensation plan. She listened to it over and over again. Then Sarah got in front of that mirror, recorded herself, and she knocked it out the ballpark. So you got to know your compensation plan. When you in network marketing, know that compensation plan. Just like Sarah did. You could flip it over. You could throw a question out there, ask her, and she knocking it out the ballpark. Because you know why? Because her business. Because that's her business. And she believe in her compensation plan, and she wants you to know her compensation plan. This compensation plan cannot fail. This compensation plan will not fail if you learn the compensation plan and know the compensation plan. So be ready to spit them bars like Sarah did about your compensation plan. Then, how about Mark's team? Let me talk about Mark, y'all. Mark's team appreciated his honesty about the time and effort required to succeed, leading to a higher motivation and higher performance. Mm. There we go with that popcorn. Mark told him, if you looking for some popcorn, you might as well go to the movie theater because, baby, this ain't where it's at. You're going to have some dedication. You got to have your dedication. You got to have that time committed to it. You got to think outside of the small term and take it to the long term. Mark broke it down to them, y'all. Mark, they were sitting there wishing they did have some popcorn but Mark, they dare not eat that popcorn around Mark because he done told them this ain't no 2 minutes and 30-second life. You got to be willing to invest. You got to be willing to commit. And you got to be willing. You know, I'm using the word willing because it all boils down to your willingness. You got to stay committed. In order for you to see the long term minute, Mark broke that thing down so good, child. I didn't eat no popcorn. I didn't eat no popcorn because my mouth was wide open just listening to that Mark. When I tell you, Mark broke that thing down to me. He said, don't tell them what they want to hear. You tell them the truth. You be transparency with them. If it didn't work for you, don't hide it. Don't add nothing on because when you add something on, you're lying. Have that documentation ready to show them. And when you do that, Mark say, watch how they succeed, leading to a higher motivation. The team already motivated. After Mark done told him, he ain't sugarcoated with him. And he said, this ain't no 2 minutes 30 seconds. You might as well go to the movie theater because that I ain't doing over here. I'm not going to tell you what you need to hear or what you want me to tell you. He said, I'm going to give it to you raw and uncut. Hoodles to Mark. Hoodles to John and hoodles to Sarah. Y'all rocking this network market, and I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all keep up the good work, and after a while, you're going to see our stories.
Look. If you're looking for some popcorn in this business, then you better go to the movie theater because it's not a 2 minute and 30-second opportunity business. Okay? I'm just saying. look, look. Go to the theater for that butter popcorn because they ain't having it over here. All right? All right, Mark. All right, all right, all right. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It ain't happening. Not today. But anyway, so we're up to the Q&A session of this live session. So now we're going to open up the floor to your questions about practicing transparency in your network marketing. So if you're watching live or on the replay, do drop your comments. We will be more than happy to answer those. So again, feel free to ask anything related to strategies, overcoming challenges, or the impact of transparency on your business. So again, drop it in the comments. And if you're shy, you can DM us and we'll be happy to answer those questions for you. So, but if there is um no comments at this time, we're going to go ahead and get into the wrap up of this session. So we do encourage you to focus on practicing transparency in all aspects of your network marketing efforts. And remember, being open, honest, and clear builds trust. It fosters loyalty and drives long term success. So, we want to thank you all for joining us on today. And we hope that you find
Yes.
this session valuable and look forward to seeing you build trust and achieve great success through transparency in your network marketing business. So, one other thing before we close it all the way down out, if you found value in today's session, please share it with others who might benefit. And if you are not already following us, make sure to follow us for more tips and strategies on network marketing. And lastly, we invite you to join us on Sunday tomorrow for our Sunday
No.
business overview at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. It's a great opportunity to learn more about how you can succeed in network marketing. DM me or Miss Wanda for the registration link. We will see you there. And good night to you all and have a divine evening. Or should I say divine evening and have a good night, whichever one. But anyway, we'll see you on tomorrow.